Hi everybody, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Derek.
And not shown are our sons Jameson and Nico, and we are Peaceful Mountain Homestead. Today we're going to talk about why we got out of the city, came out to start a homestead, and what we're doing.
The main reason why I wanted to move out of the city is because I grew up in the country and we moved down to the suburbs, and we thought that we would stay there for like 5-10 years, and it didn't work out.
It didn't work out. Thankfully we left.
We had a lot of code enforcement called on us for things like working on our house, chickens.
As you've seen in our last video,
Yeah.
we had a livestock violation, and thankfully we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Noise ordinance, fires, all the things you're supposed to do in a country, I guess.
Now we can have fires, our kids can roam around outside. I'm not worried about them as much. It's a different times compared to when we were little. We can't just, let your kids go out front and play without being right there with them. I think they'll enjoy being out here a lot more. We just want to encourage others to follow their dreams, and if you're feeling like you're trapped in a city and you want to get out and do something more with your life, you can do so. It's definitely a leap of faith. We have a lot of obstacles that we're going to be overcoming, but you can do it, and hopefully our videos will be an inspiration to other people.
Well, we were in a unique situation too. We had our house paid off. We bought our house cash. We did work to it.
Right.
Coronavirus definitely helped us with making the value of our home a lot higher than it normally would be. So that was a positive to coronavirus. So
we made a good thing out of a bad thing.
Yeah. So we decided coronavirus was a pushing thing that got us to get out of the city. It's something we've always wanted, but we're kind of on the ledge about it. It's a big change to make, but took a leap of faith and jumped into it with 2 feet.
We've been together for 11 years, and I would say probably the whole 11 years we've talked about moving out into the city and not really starting a farm. That came up within the past 2 years is what we wanted to do. We know it's not easy, but I think that we can do it. It's just going to take some time.
Hey, we're jumping into this not knowing really anything at
Completely
all.
blind.
Yeah,
completely
pretty much.
blind.
I mean, we've watched YouTube videos and other people, but a lot of these people either went on American farm tours or had parents that did farming and were comfortable with it. We're just two people that we have a cat and a dog, and now we have 30 chickens, and we plan to get goats and pigs next. And right now we're staying in a house that we're renting, and for a year while we build our house about 3 miles from here up on the mountain, and you guys will be able to see it
firsthand.
The disaster or the
You'll be able to see all the highs and lows, which is good because not everything is picture perfect, and you will be able to see all the struggles that we go through as well as all the successes that we go through. And we have a long way to go. We're starting completely from scratch, and as you've seen in our first video, we're building completely from the ground up. Right now it's just land.
Yeah, we don't have a well, septic, nothing. We're working on that now.
Yeah.
Probably be in the next couple of weeks, hopefully.
Hopefully. We want to try to get some more done before winter, but we'll see how long it takes us to complete that.
So we figured we'd show everybody the cleared property. This is about 3-4 acres. Goes down there. We got a nice tree line that covers us from the road. And then behind us up there, behind us, all this is all wooded land. 20-something acres of wooded land. And that's all the wood we cut from the driveway over there. It's still yelling at that dog. And then there's our new Kubota.
Love this bad boy.
A little smaller than I would have liked, but she'll do the job.
We're not going to talk about the wood chipper.
My wife cries when she thinks about me using this
I
thing.
don't like the wood chipper. I'm not a
safe.
fan of the wood chipper.
Plus, it's got no safeties. It's old.
I do not support the wood chipper
For
experience.
the animals, though. Did you find the best stick? No, look, come on. Give me a stick. Give me a stick.
She loves it out here.
Come on. It's a lot bigger than it looks like on camera, too. When you look at it on camera, it looks so much smaller. But this is where our house is going to go, right about here. Septic system goes down there, wells over there. Oh, drop it. Drop it.
That's the driveway way over there that you seen in our last video. Nola.
That's where we did the perk test down there. So that's where the septic's going to go.
We knew. The first time we drove up that hill, we
Yeah,
knew that this is where we wanted to
The
be.
lady that showed us the land, we came up and we said, we'll take it. And she's like, okay, we'll sleep. And then we're like, no, we'll take it. And she's like, she laughed. She thought we were joking. But we weren't.
I think it'll be nice. I think that for the boys especially, enjoying outdoors, and our son Nico loves being outside. If he could, you know, he cries when we bring him in. If he could stay outside all day, he would. So I think it'll be great for him, and he's really obsessed with farm animals right now.
Well, he's on the spectrum, so.
He is on the spectrum, and once he started showing an interest in farm animals, we kind of just
Daddy's
took
like, let's
off.
open a farm.
You did. We took off with it because he doesn't really show much attention to our dog. I mean, he doesn't show attention to our cat. He doesn't really, you know, he doesn't care for animals too much. So when he did see an interest in it, and lately he's always on speech blubs, and he's been playing the chickens over and over, and the chickens laying eggs, and he's showing a lot of interest in it, and we're hoping it's because we have the chickens. He's nonverbal for the most part, so it's kind of hard to figure out, you know, what his interests are, but he seems to be on board so far.
You going bye-bye on the tractor? Tractor. Bye-bye.
So our first video, we just threw out there. We just wanted to get the video out there to show everybody what our plans were. We didn't really cover too much in it.
Well, we had to do it, otherwise we're never going to do it. We've said for a long time, we'll get a video out, we get a video out, and life's busy, and you lose track of stuff, and
If you wait till you're ready, it never happens.
yeah,
right?
exactly. So we threw a video out there to see what happens. We actually got a lot of views. We got almost 300 views in the first 24 hours.
Within the first 24 hours, which is great.
Which is good for somebody who just threw something together. So
we definitely appreciate everybody's support. You know,
we really want our channel to be real. We don't want it to be staged. We want it to be uncut as much as possible. Be real. Give you guys information you need, because we've watched YouTube videos on people for a long time, and they don't really go into details about how much things cost. They don't really get personal with it. They kind of just show you them building, and we have no experience in building at all. So we're having the Amish build for us, and a lot of people don't know how to build. So I think a lot of people...
never built a house.
No, but
We've never built
you
a
see
house,
these couples,
but...
and every week they're building and doing something. That's great, but it gets kind of old if you don't know how to build. I mean, yeah, you can watch them and copy them, but
Right.
who has the time? You know, we have 2 kids and a busy schedule, so
We're going to be homeschooling the boys, as well as working outside, having all the animals. The animals alone are a full-time job. I mean, we were just talking about it. Somebody had said to us, when are you going to go on vacation, and when do you want to travel here? And it's going to be a point where we're doing a homestead, because we're going to be home.
Yeah,
We're not going to be...
homestead means you have to be home. People think you can have a homestead and still live a normal life. It's definitely
It's a lot of
life-changing experience. You can't go on vacations, and you can't just leave your house all day. It's not like just having a dog where, you know, you have to be home in 8 hours. You have to, I mean, we almost had one of our chickens get carried away by a hawk a couple weeks ago, so.
Hawks. Not crazy about the hawks. And where we're living right now, there's a hawk sanctuary right up the road. So it's something that we constantly have to be paying attention to. He just recently got a Premier One fence, one of the electrical fences.
Yeah, it doesn't help from above though. It just helps.
It doesn't, no.
But we also got a like a chicken kettle, I guess you could call it,
Chicken
from Tractor
kennel, yep.
Supply, to keep the chickens in so that they could go outside but not be exposed. You know.
Right. So it's good because you never know. I mean,
That's another thing I wanted to add too. We didn't really tell anybody about how much land we have. We bought 33.6 acres, I believe it is.
yes.
It's on the top of a mountain. It's pretty secluded. We love it. There's about 4 or 5 acres cleared that we're going to be building our house on that was already like that. We put a driveway in a couple months ago, and we have about 29 acres of hardwood and like just wooded land.
We probably have about 5 acres cleared out.
4 or 5, and then that leaves us like 20, maybe 27. That's
Yeah.
wooded.
It's still,
Something
but I mean,
like
we like the trees though.
Yes,
we
we're
definitely,
tree huggers.
Yes, we like the trees. We like the privacy. It's a perfect spot, and you feel like even though we're still in New York, we feel like we left state because when just coming out here, even the drive was just a completely different scenery and felt like we were in a whole new area.
A lot of people ask, why'd you stay in New York? Why'd you stay in New York? Because I'm pro-gun, and you know we like the outdoors and our freedom. But reality is our family's here, so we couldn't leave New York, but we got as far away from the suburb city type living. We used to we put a nice beautiful deck on the back of our old house, and we'd sit on the deck and just hang out with our friends, and you could just see like 12 other people's houses from the deck. It's like, oh, hi neighbor, you know, right there. And it's just weird. It's not like we're trying to hide anything, but
No.
we just like our privacy. And it was also dangerous too. Like our kid is getting to the point, Nico, he's getting to the point where he's trying to break away and run outside, and you turn around for 2 seconds, and even when we're up at the property, we turn around for a minute, and he's just gone. So.
And any other autism parent can relate. You know, when they have a one-track mind, and if he goes outside, even if we're near the woods, he'll just keep going.
Oh yeah,
And
he's cool. He's cool without us. You know, until he
he
gets
won't even
thirsty
look
or
back.
hungry, yeah.
Just like, bye, mom and dad, see
Yeah.
us. So, I mean, obviously we're very attentive and pay attention to our kids. But in his case, you know, if he was to get lost or go somewhere, we don't know how he'd react. I think he would just panic, but I don't know what he would do. And we actually watched him one time come outside and kept from outside to see what he would do. And he just closed the door behind him and kept it pushing. So we definitely, you know, having a fence around the property would be the first thing that we work on.
Oh, yeah, released a section of the property near the house.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody will enjoy watching us and our adventures that we'll be taking on coming up. We'll have a lot more videos coming up showing more of what we're doing and us talking more about what we're doing as we have more plans in place. But we just want to give everybody a little insight. Some people didn't even realize it was us with our first video.
Yeah. And if anybody has any questions about like what we're doing or any ideas for next video or want to know anything, we can throw that into the video. We're very attentive to our comments. You know, we're just starting out, so we see every comment and every message, and we're happy to answer any questions anybody has.
A couple people reached out already. They said good luck. We love it. Some people said that they're doing the same thing and they wanted some advice, and we love that. We'll definitely be in touch.
Yeah, and it's not like we have some crazy budget either. Our budget's like
No.
$200,000.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be building this house for, and everybody with lumber up right now in coronavirus, everybody says you can't do it, but
I love when people tell us we can't do it.
Yeah, it motivates me more. I'm pretty
does.
confident that we'll be able to do it, especially like we could do the inside work. I could do bathroom, kitchen, sheetrock, all that. Electrical, my brother's an electrician. We could do all that. The hard part is the framing, siding, roof. Those aren't things that I feel comfortable doing, so we're gonna have them done for us by the Amish, and then when they get done with that, we'll start working on the inside.
And we'll be documenting everything, so we'll definitely have a lot of ideas out there.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's another thing. I don't mean to interrupt,
No,
but
you're fine.
we bought body cams, drones, selfie sticks, cameras. The first video we didn't have that. Up until now we didn't have that. We're just starting to get comfortable with the equipment and taping ourselves. It's kind of weird talking to a phone or
Gotta get used
a
to
camera,
talking to
yeah.
nobody else there.
It's something we've never done before, so it's like you sit there, we're like, what do we say next?
We're learning as we go,
Yeah.
and we're going to learn as we go through this whole process, which is really nice.
And
because-
it's good for people that also are thinking about doing the same thing. You know, don't feel discouraged. Just kind of jump into it.
Just
and
do
have
it.
faith.
Just
Yeah.
do it. Just
That's
follow
that's
your
what we're
dream and
doing.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Even
once
if
you
we
take
make
that
fools of
leap,
ourselves.
yeah, it's all right. You're gonna make a fool of yourself. There's gonna be times. I mean, we've already learned so much, and we know that we have so much more to go. And there's so many people that think about what they want to do. And like I said, the past 11 years we've been talking about this, and we finally just decided to just do it. And I'm
Well,
glad
we also
that
did everything right too. We got married, we had kids, we bought a house in that order, and
all at once.
yeah, all at once, literally. And we lived there for what, a little over about 2.5 years.
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Yeah, and we outgrew our house. We had just Nico, our oldest son. He's 3. We had him when we moved in, and then we didn't plan on having a second kid, and then we did, and we outgrew our house. So it was time to move anyway.
Yeah, so it's definitely the house we're in now. We'll have to show you guys a video of what we're renting right now while we are out here, right by the land. And it's, you know, it's really nice. I mean, it's nothing extravagant, but it's perfect for us. And I mean, we were about to put a yurt up on the property and just
we were gonna rough
for a while.
We were either gonna do a yurt. We watched a lot of yurts. That's YURT. They're called yurts. You can look into them. They're pretty cool. We're gonna do either one of them, or we were gonna do a camper on the land. But we thought that'd be really rough. We've got us, our 2 kids, a cat, a dog, and 30 chickens, and we'd be up there probably freezing to death.
Yeah, we weren't sure how it's going to work out, and we wanted the kids to be as comfortable as possible because it's not only a major life change for us, even though they're young. Nico just turned 3 and Jameson just turned 1, but it's an adjustment for everybody. So I think we covered pretty much everything now for, you know, what our plans are and why we moved out here. But
And if you're interested and this is something you're thinking about doing, or you just want to see where we end up, hit subscribe below, and
hit the bell so you get notifications when we post new videos, and we'll be on every so often. We're planning once a week starting out.
We'll probably do twice a week, really, but I didn't want to tell people twice a week because our life is so hectic right now with the move, and we still haven't even gotten everything out of our old house. We closed this Friday, right?
Supposed to be.
We're supposed to close this
dragged
Friday
out, but
on our last house. So we're out here. We haven't gotten everything out this week. We're gonna finish grabbing everything, organizing everything. We want to grab things as we go, bring it here, organize it instead of being in a mess.
Not being a mess.
Yeah, I got OCD.
Moving is he does, and moving is a struggle for anybody. Anybody who moves, you know how it is. You're living out of totes. You're finding outfits in boxes, and it's not practical. But I am glad that we decided to rent the house and not rough it too much while we're building, because building alone is going to be a lot.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We will have our next video up soon, and let us know if you have any questions or concerns or anything that we can get back to you with. Thanks.
Bye.